1, 0. All right. Alrighty, good evening everyone and welcome. We're going to be doing a run of Castlevania any percent. This should be a fairly short run, about a runtime of 12 minutes, provided as long as I don't screw up. So joining me on this, joining me for co-commentary is Crunnen. He has a sub 12 in this game. Crunnen, you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Hey guys, freeland1787. My name's Crunnen, and I have a sub 12 in this game for any percent. I've also run a myriad of other categories, but I'm really excited to see Freeland show us how it's done.
Alright, so we're going to reset the console here, and we're going to start this game right up. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is Castlevania any percent. It's a very short run, a lot of runners on here. It's a very fun speed game. So we're going to start off right at the bat and do a RNG manipulation trick to try and force a stopwatch drop, which we get here. There's actually a manip from the start screen that if you press start on the first possible frame that you can and jump in through the door correctly, you can pick up the ideal pattern for a stopwatch drop. And in this game, drops are every 16 frames or so. So we got the stopwatch in stage 1 after a good manip, so we're going to try and hit this frame perfect trick.
It wouldn't be Castlevania without any frame perfect tricks.
So unfortunately,
and,
So unfortunately I was 1 frame late, so we're gonna do a different setup on the bat boost. It's gonna cost us 3.5 seconds, but we still got the stopwatch.
Made it through.
So yeah, I'm 3.5 seconds, well, 7 seconds in the red versus my P, but that's okay. We're not grinding for jail. So we're gonna do a soft landing here. That's a 2 frame loss, right? It's a 1 frame loss there, so I have to set up at the top stair for the back crit. And unfortunately, I did not get the crit. I was 1 frame late. So just using the stopwatch, pinning the bat by the door, and just whipping him down is good enough. So now we're into level 2. So if you have any donations to read, this would be a good time since this level isn't too difficult. We're not going further.
Well, I do have 2 donations, luckily. The first donation is by Dirk WD. It's like without any it's not easy to read, but it's €5 saying, love watching these events, first time donating, definitely won't be the last. And the second donation is by Satanic Nerd for €10 saying, oh well, I was only going to donate €5 for every death, but I have 10 instead for the crash. Donating for my boy Rick to watch those beautiful Mortar Chicken cutscenes.
Alright. We're approaching stage 6. We're gonna do some fun things here. So I picked up the stopwatch level 1. This also comes secondary here. Can freeze the Crusher Shade and walk right under them. We're gonna hit those candles at the bottom and help reduce some lag on this screen. Reduce the load on the console. Alright.
Yeah, and then hitting that skeleton bone pillar with the holy water, what that does, it accumulates a certain number of hits. So in this game, you can see that Freeland picked up that item multiplier. So now you can have 2 sub-items, or in this case, 2 holy waters on screen at a given time.
So we went for Medusa crit there. That did not work out. It's not too punitive a strategy to try. I only lost a few seconds. So,
yeah, recently there's been a lot of cool tech that's been developed by the Real Bong for actually adding a setup for these crits for Frankenstein as well as Medusa. So we have another chance in level 4.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna do the fast Fleeman boost here, optimally. Oh, we got a high skeleton, we got a bone pattern, so we're gonna get high birds. Never mind. I got the good pattern, we're gonna get a potion drop. Instead, when I get that medium bird pattern, the way I set it up, I always get a potion. So level 3 is an example of how the items work in this game, item drops. So that was the second drop in the game. It cycles 1, 2, 3, 4. Each level has their 4 sets of items. We're gonna try and force another one here. Nope, skeleton did not behave. Took one step back and that took it off the frame. Alright. We're gonna intentionally boost off that bone pillar because dying is bad in this game.
Did manage to get the bunny bag to drop, so hearts.
Yep. Well, the money bag is another one of those item drops. So we're gonna set up for a Ouija bridge. This is a strat that was developed by a Ouija about 3 years ago. Instead of playing the RNG lottery with this room, we can just... Oh, we get to show off my new strat that I developed about a couple weeks ago. Since that bird didn't drop all the way down. There's just a different setup, but it's a very easy one. Instead of lining up all the way to right, you just go left. And we're just gonna take out these mummies and exploit a overlapping hitbox glitch in which you throw a sub-weapon through enemy hitboxes that overlap. It will actually damage them on alternating frames. It's something you'll also see in the Dracula fight as well, because we're going to be using Dracula and a candle for that. So now we're in level 4, and this is probably the most dangerous level now, instead of the most free level. We're going to be Maniacs, we're going short whip strats.
And not getting that short whip's going to save a 0.8 of a second throughout the course of the run.
And getting the case gift saves 6 seconds, as I just landed that.
Very nice.
Fortunately, that trick is not frame perfect. You have the classic way of doing the case skip is a 2-frame window, and we got the optimal frame on that one. And it gives you the really high bat spawn. So we're, like I said, Maniacs going through Fleeman Alley with short whip. Professionals only.
And Fleeman Alley is particularly dangerous because you can have those random item drops. And if you're not keeping track of what item you're on, you can get an axe. And we want to keep that holy water for Frankenstein for sure. And
for those keeping score at home, item 4 in level 4 is the rosary. So we're going to do a little pause buffer here. This manipulates the bone dragons to give me nice patterns. We have 3 hearts and a double shot, so we're going to go for Frankenstein's monster crit.
Ooh.
Hold on to your seats.
Guys, frame perfect.
Nope. No frame perfects in this run. We still got one more.
Yet.
The only downside to that trick is it's just you lose time. That's about it. That's why it's a good marathon run to go for it. So now we're in level 5, and this level, if played wrong, will kill you. And you don't want to be off. You don't want to have anything less than ideal equipment for level 5. Let's see what pattern this skeleton gives me. Oh, it gave me the good one. And we got the 2-frame boost. There, that's a faster damage boost you can execute. It works well with Fleeman. Let's see if we get Taskbone. No Taskbone. I'd say this is a pretty good run, other than maybe the tight stuff that only 2-Snack goes for these days. Alright. Heart count's good. We're gonna grab meat on purpose because I don't want this run to come down to a 4-frame window trick. But we'll still go for it anyway, since the penalty for missing it is no longer punitive. And whipping that block costs you about half a second. Half a second of time, so I'm not too bummed out about that. I was actually practicing earlier today with the without picking up that meat, but you know how marathon luck goes. I do have to watch my heart count throughout this run because if I hit a small candle with 8 or more hearts, it will drop a long width upgrade. Which we don't want. We want to save the 0.8 seconds.
Freeland's just showing off, you know, how overpowered this holy water is. Not only does it do a bunch of damage to enemies, but it just stun locks them in place.
Well, good thing we got the meat. It's a good thing we got that meat. The one time I failed it today.
So normally this hallway would be very difficult to deal with, but that holy water just lets you go right past those axe knights.
Otherwise, you gotta just use the cross. That's not good. I blame my hands. Alright, so we're gonna be dealing with Slice here. Alright. There's a good chance I'll die here. Yeah, I got cornered. Death has been the bane of my existence in these runs. That's like my guaranteed... Oh, hey, we crit a bone pillar. This run is no longer critless. Alright, fortunately I should be able to recover. Since I've died to death so many times recently. It's like the one thing that I get tripped up on in these marathon runs. Alright. As Crun mentioned before with the Holy Wire, we're gonna do the same thing with the cross. I swear that blood skeleton always spawns out of nowhere when it spawns a second time. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna farm a triple shot cross. And we're gonna do it by... Oh, alright, let's see. Gotta be careful. I would like to have at least one hit to burn for death. Alright, 15 hearts should be plenty. We'll keep one heart offhand for in case I get for the slice down below. Okay. Now we'll go to town. As long as you aim your cross throws pretty well, the slice don't become a factor. And oops, don't make that mistake again. Double knockout. That took too much damage going into death. If I had one more hit to give, that would have been hit. All right.
It really goes to show. It goes to show that
right,
you go off script with this game. Really can get told.
Yeah, pretty much Castlevania games in general going off script is
it's really tough.
Is very tough. Especially this one, with how optimized this speedrun is and how few other options exist. That was improv right there. Alright, I need to force at least a triple shot. There we go. That should be plenty. I got full health. This should be over. Alright, and we're good. Oh, that's not the best spot to stand. Alright. One more hit. We'll finish him off with the cross since we can't do that in CB3. Alright. That's the real final boss in this game anyway. Since I have less trouble killing Dracula than Death. So we're in the final stage. Let's see if we go for optimal. And also because I have the cross to the holy water, I can't do this bridge without losing one frame to grab the stopwatch. So hang on to your butts. This actually used to be the strat not too long ago, until we realized it would be easier to do this bridge without losing frames and just tossing a holy water. And with this last bat here, that was kind of a frustration thing. And now we're in the clock tower, the obligatory clock tower stage in a Castlevania game. And we got a bone party. Alright, I'm gonna take the stairs because I've just died to this trick too much. Oh, we're getting meat. Can't do a 2-cycle without the meat. There, I have less hearts and still have the shot at a 2-cycle versus playing Russian roulette with the birds. And also, they didn't give me the optimal pattern to drop down without using the stopwatch. So hopefully we get... Okay, we're gonna have 16 hearts. Nope, 15 hearts. We're gonna try and take down Drac in 2 cycles or less. Well, at least he gave me the pattern.
2 cycles or less.
Yeah, it was also like close.
That insult to injury, I hit the fireball I was supposed to get the crit off of. The third cross. So, that's okay.
Cycle.
Ooh. I said earlier in the stream, I jinxed myself with that one. I have a triple shot and I'm feeling stupid. Let's just end this fight. Yeah. World's worst successful Cookie Monster fight, and that's time. I had to make this a little bit dramatic, right? Yeah, and that's Castlevania 1 on the NES. We didn't get any of the any of the cool stuff, but we managed to show off a lot of failed strats. So thanks everyone for watching. I'll be back on Saturday to do the sequel to this game, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. And that run is going to be a one train wreck. If you thought this run was a train wreck. So I'd like to thank the BSG crew for having me on here to show off the fun parts of Castlevania 1. And I believe coming up next we have The Godfather. So it should be a fun run.
It's a run you cannot refuse to watch.
Yeah, what Sherry Bear said. So anyway, you have any final thoughts, Cronin, before we head on out of here? Or...
I'm gonna head on out. Everyone.